Good morning, good morning. It's nice to see you all. Hello, this is Connie Murphy, over 70 and still glamorous. Well, I want to thank all my subscribers and I want to welcome any new people that are watching me for the first time today. I appreciate you all. And 2020 is quickly coming to an end, isn't it? Well, that's just the way life is. Anyway, I thought I'd put my makeup on and a little chit chat with you and share a couple of little tips. Anyway, for my regulars, you know that I like to use my Natural Beige number 60 Healthy Skin by Neutrogena. It has an SPF of 20 and it has that is a titanium dioxide sunscreen. So although I don't put a separate sunscreen on my face, I do use this. Now, for my regulars, you also know that I usually do 1, 2, and then sometimes I even do 1 of this. But this morning, I only did 1, and that is all the foundation I have on my face. Okay, so let's get on with it. I came across a little palette at the 99-cent store, but it cost me $1.99. And it's a contouring palette, but there is a color in here that I am going to use for my eyebrows. Yes, it's dirty. Okay, anyway, I am going to use this middle one here. So I'll get on with that. I've still got mascara on. Yes, from last night. I do that all the time. But doesn't seem to bother my eyes, and I've been doing it like that for years. Anyway, that's one coat. With a new mascara from Almay. And another thing that I can't seem to get away from. After I curl my eyelashes with a heated curling eyelash curler, I always have to put on 1 coat of CoverGirl Super Thick Lash, waterproof. There it is. Just 1 coat now, and then 2 coats of this one. And it's easy to come off. Alrighty, so on with my eyebrows. And what I wanted to share with you today is I did something different last night. You know, I'm always trying to find, even if it's just a little thing, different to try. And I've been wearing my ponytail up with my little poof up here and bangs. Now, when I wear bangs, I don't put makeup on my forehead. Nope. Okay. So the thing I wanted to share with you with, because as you can see, I haven't colored my hair. So what I did was, I took a little bit of my argan oil. You've seen this too. I put a little bit on my hand. And then I take a little brush. I dab it in the darker shadow and I put it on the argan oil and rub it together. And then I just kind of touch up, if I can see here. Just so it's not such a stark, you know, difference. Now I don't go to bed with this in my hair. Is it doing any good? I can't really see. There we go. Let me get a little more argan oil. And a little bit more powder. I can even use a darker powder actually, which is normally what I do. But for the sake of this video, and I've already started, now gotta put a darker color. Anyway, I started to say I don't go to bed with this on my head. And so last night I thought, well, I had just washed my hair the day before, so I'm going to try something different. And that something different was, I took a square section of my head, and that was all that I washed with my shampoo. And it worked out great. Didn't even get my face wet. Okay. So that works for me, and I hope it'll work for you in a pinch. Now, my second little thing I want to tell you about, I'm calling them tips. Well, I wash my hair. I don't put makeup on my forehead when I'm going to wear bangs. My argan oil. Oh, okay, well, let's skip to the kitchen tips. I was watching someone making a meal the other day, and although she had only made three eggs for her dish, she was rinsing out each one, trying to take the skin off. And so what I do a little different is, when I make boiled eggs, I boil a dozen at a time. And when they're all done, I have a bowl with ice and water, and I put them all in the bowl in ice and water, and that loosens up the skin from the meat inside of the egg. And then I use what I want and put the rest in the refrigerator. But I do thank Dee's Beauty for reminding me I haven't had an egg salad sandwich since I can't remember. Thank you, Dee. Okay, so after I'm finished putting the color in my hair, I'll wash the brush that I use. And this was what it looked like before I used it. To clean it, I just rub it back and forth on a piece of soap, and I rinse it out until the brush comes back to the original color. That way you know you've got all the color out of the brush. And then you just rinse off the soap. Huh, who knew? Well, I guess I better get on with my makeup. Okay, here I am. I'm gonna get a little angle brush here, a tiny one. And dab it in there. And here I go. I'll even take off the tape for you this morning. Well, I put my glasses on. Still haven't gotten my new prescription. Okay, here we go. And I'm going up and down. Been doing my eyebrows a lighter color lately since I'm not wearing as much makeup, and I'm kind of getting used to not wearing much makeup. Of course, if I go out at night, which ain't happening during these days, I will put more makeup on. Unless I just feel like an extra glamorous afternoon, and I'll do that for you. Okay, so here we go. Up and down. Okay, well, I thought I had my camera on, but what I was doing with that color that I showed you, I put my powder on first, going straight up and straight down, and then taking off the little wing. Same on this side, going straight up and straight down, and then take off the little wing. And I start where the hair starts to get a little thinner and shallow here. Then I took my, looks like a kind of actually grayish brown pencil, and I start where I started with the shadow, where the hair is less. And I just kind of lay a little bit color on there, tapping down. Tap, tap, tap. because you can always take a brush afterwards, and if you want to smooth it out, you can. Then just a little bit on the ends. I never do the beginnings here, ever, first. It gets too dark. Okay, okay. Now, I'm going to take my Maybelline highlighter for the top of my eyelids. And just start on the inner corner. Because I'm not going to be having a lot of eyeshadow on today, I'll cover my whole eyelid. By the way, when I put my foundation on, I also put it on my lid. To me, it works the same as when I tried a separate eye thing. Because I don't like to have a lot of layers of things. Never did, probably never will. But to each his own. Okay, so I'm not even gonna curl my eyelashes, because I did them last night. And you know, if you try to do them the following day, they get all bunched up. So, I am going to take a liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to put that on the top waterline underneath the eyelashes. And I've told you before, I do it this way because it lasts all day. And by the way, this is the amount of makeup I put on when I was going to the beach, or when I go to the beach, which I finally got to this year. And I'm trying to get there every Sunday, as a matter of fact. Turn around. Okay, let's go back to the kitchen. You know, because I'm not cooking hardly at all now that Mama's not with me. I don't have to. Because for myself, I only eat really one big meal a day. And that's about 2 o'clock. But I eat like a ranch hand when I finally do. So when I cook, I'll make 6 or 7 hamburger patties with my purslane weed that we call the Mexican spinach. Chop it up real fine. Chop up some onions. Throw in an egg. Mix up the mixture. And I probably use about 1.5 pounds of hamburger with those ingredients. That's all I'm going to put on, ladies. I throw them in the frying pan because I do not use my oven, especially not in the summertime. I think the last time I used my oven is when I had my last Thanksgiving dinner here, as a matter of fact. And that's been 6 years ago. And I don't see myself having any more Thanksgiving dinners. The family's kind of out all doing their thing and stuff, so that's the name of that tune. All right, now I thought I'd put a little mascara, a pencil on the bottom, but you know what? I'm not going to. I haven't used I haven't used mascara on the bottom of my eyelashes for almost 2 years. But now that I'm wearing less makeup, and especially when I don't put a little pencil and eyeshadow on the bottom, because on the bottom I do the same thing. I'll do the pencil, and then I'll put a little powder on top of it for staying power. Is my, yeah, okay. So that's why today, that's why today I'll put a little mascara on the bottom just for, I don't know, just because I miss having the color there. And I just remembered I've got an exterminator coming in this morning at 8 o'clock. Because I've been having ants coming into my master bathroom. And my husband always takes care of it, but this year he's really, really busy. So I said, don't worry about it. I'm going to call an exterminator. Okay, and the time is right now, 5 minutes to 8. So he'll be here any minute. But I'm almost done. And that, my friend, is my look for today. One more thing in the kitchen thing before I leave. I also make a big pot of lettuce. A big bowl, I should say. Put in it whatever I want. I'll just add my cherry tomatoes and sit them on top inside the bowl and stick it in the fridge. And when I want a salad, I know that I can have one up to 5 days. And I'll tell you the truth, even if my lettuce gets a little wilted inside, that doesn't bother me at all. Because my salad dressing tastes delicious, and I go ahead and eat all that lettuce. Kind of rushing my lipstick now because I'm going to have to be answering the door any minute. And I'll take this off. I had it all night. I'll tap down whatever glue is left over and leave it there as kind of a Botox, which I do not use, or fillers. All right. That's the look for today. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great weekend. This is Connie Murphy signing out. Don't forget that young gal inside of you, and go out and have some fun, okay? Bye, everybody. See you again soon, I hope. Yeah, I'll put some egg on my individual serving and whatever else I want. Yummy, yummy. Bon appetit.